Hi everyone. So I made a video, I think it was, no I don't think it was my last video, I think it was the one before my last video, and it was things that I'd learned being married to a Muslim. Now that video has had, at the moment, 127,000, well just over 127,000 views. And I didn't make that video, I just want to just clear some stuff up. I didn't make that video to make people convert. It wasn't like that. I'm not even converted. I'm still who I always was when I met my husband. My husband is the Muslim, I'm not. I've not converted for him, for love, whatever. A lot of people think that you have to convert. You don't have to convert. He can still marry me, and it works. It works for us, so that's the first thing. Secondly, I made that video more for people to just kind of have a little bit of insight, understand that it was more about Muslim people, not about Islam. I think people have kind of gone off on a different path, and they've taken it as though I've been brainwashed, if you want to call it, brainwashed into thinking these things, and it's not. A lot of these things that I spoke about was about it's just me and my husband having a conversation. Like, you know, the whole halal thing. My husband said something about, oh yeah, it's just not halal, and I said, wasn't that food? And he was like, no, it doesn't just apply to food. Conversations like that. It's not him sitting down and saying to me, right, this is this, and this is that, and this is this. A lot of people have come on in the comment section and they've gone on a tangent about Islam, and I'm like, what point did I say anything, you know, like promoting you to become a Muslim? No, that was not my intention. So yeah, a lot of the comments, I do read a lot of the comments, and if I get a bad one, I just delete it. I'm not interested, you know, I don't really want that. But it's funny because a lot of the people that seem to have an opinion are people that are not even Muslim, and you can tell a lot of the time by their name. Some people got fake names, but some people use their name and it's not a Muslim name, and they seem to know everything. And I think, how can you know everything about Islam when a person who is actually a Muslim doesn't know everything about their own religion? They're learning every day. Half of them can't even read the Quran because it's in Arabic. So I'd love to know how you know how to read Arabic, because not even they can read Arabic. My husband can read Arabic, but he can't understand Arabic. So like, he can read because they learn all the Arabic letters when they go to Quran classes, and my husband did that when he was little, and he read the Quran. So he can read Arabic, but he can't translate it. So I don't really know how people have got this, and I think a lot of people are getting mixed up. They're saying things like, oh yeah, your husband can beat you with a stick, it's in the Quran. Actually, that's not in the Quran. It's actually I think it's called something like a hadith, and they are open to interpretation. They're not in the Quran. It's I can't explain. My husband did explain it to me, and I said, well, what does he said? No, Claire, he said they're hadiths. And I said, so what does that mean? He goes, they're open to interpretation. Like, it's sort of if the man wants to follow them. So don't think for one second that everything that happens is because it's in the Quran, because it's not. My husband doesn't believe in stuff like that. Like, he's, you know, I didn't get the man out of a time capsule. People seem to think that I've got my husband out of like a time capsule or something. He's a British born Muslim, so he's quite westernized. So if I asked you to close your eyes before you come on this video, if I said to you, close your eyes, and I tell you that I'm married to a Muslim, what would you picture? Let me guess, you would picture a man who's quite sort of maybe older, and you'd imagine him to have a full-on beard, and you imagine him to be wearing maybe, like, I think it's called a thobe, and one of those hats, white hats. Yeah, that's what you're picturing. My husband doesn't, nothing like that. He does have a beard, but it's really, really short. He keeps a beard, but it's very, very short. He has to, because, you know, when you go to work, you have to keep your beard clean. So his beard is really short. And he's younger than me. He's like a year younger than me. So yeah, straight away. And then as soon as I say, oh, I'm a white woman that's married to a Muslim, the first thing you're going to picture is, when you open your eyes, you're going to think, oh yeah, I'm going to see this woman standing there and she's going to be wearing a scarf. No, I'm not. like I said, I haven't converted, but doesn't it make you think for 1 second that how can somebody be married to a Muslim and has not converted, but yet has something nice to say about it? Doesn't that make you think? Doesn't that make you think twice about Muslim people? Like, she's not converted, she's married to a Muslim, but yet she still speaks, she's got her own beliefs, but yet she can still speak highly of Muslim people and their religion. Doesn't that make you think? I would love someone who isn't a Muslim to go to a Muslim person's house and see how you get treated. I bet you get treated like the best guest that you've ever been. Like, you go to a white person's house, and you know, you'll go there, you'll get tea and like, oh, you want tea or coffee? You go to a Muslim person's house, do you want tea, coffee, chocolates? I'll make you something to eat. No, I'll make you something. I'll get you something to eat. Like, you couldn't be treated any better. Like, you are treated like the best guest. They're nice people, and people have got some very warped ideas. I mean, some of the comments, some of the people, it annoys me a little bit, because I think, oh, you've got it wrong. You've got it completely wrong. Like I said, there's a difference between what's in the Quran and what these hadiths are. I don't really know too much about them, but there are so many similarities between Christianity and Islam, and between the books. There's so many. Like, you think about, I have people coming on here on my comment section saying about how there's the devil in the Quran. Well, there's mention of the devil in the Bible, because didn't Jesus meet the devil in the desert when he was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, and he tempted him with water or food, and Jesus resisted? So there's talk of the devil there. So that's one. And then Ramadan, which I'm doing some videos on my channel about that, and I've got one to edit, but they fast for 30 days. Well, this is pretty much what Lent is. Very, very similar. Very, very similar. Like, you give up something for 40 days. When people go on about women wearing scarves, they go, oh, you wear that because the man tells you to. You have to wear that. Yeah, okay, in the book it does say that they have to cover their hair. It doesn't say they have to cover their face. But does anybody go and say that to a nun? Would you go up to a nun and say, you're wearing that because the Pope said, or you're wearing that because a man told you to? No, you don't. Everybody leaves nuns alone because, oh, well, that's okay, because that's religious. That's what they believe. So why is it not okay when a Muslim person wears it? Like, what is the difference? Like, why would you go and do that? So, yeah, I think you need to think about the ways in which it's very, very similar, and just, yeah, stop having a go at people. Like, if a non-Muslim man says, oh, my daughter ain't going out, they're not going out till they're 25 and they're never getting married, someone would go, oh, he's such a caring dad. Oh, look, he loves his daughter so much. But if my husband turned around and said, no, my daughter ain't going out, she ain't getting married, oh, he's controlling, he controls his daughter. It's always one rule for one and one rule for another. And I just kind of made that first video, I just wanted to open people's eyes, to make people think, oh, like, so, like I said, like, how can someone who's not converted but be married to a Muslim but have nice things to say? Like, shouldn't we be thinking twice about what we're saying? So yeah, I just really wanted to come on and just kind of clear that up, because some of the comments, I think a lot of people are getting mixed up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know everything, so I can't answer all your questions, but a lot of you people that are, I don't know if you're all subscribed, but you put up such amazing arguments to these people that get it completely wrong. And yeah, I mean, I do try to read every comment. Sometimes I get alerted on my phone when I get a comment. Sometimes if I'm scrolling through the comments, I don't realise I've been alerted to that one. So it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's just that I haven't been alerted to the comments. I don't get alerted to when people answer a comment. Let's say someone's commented, I don't get alerted to the person that's commented after. So yeah, so it's not that I'm not reading them, because I do. So yeah, I wanted to come on. I really wanted to just kind of clear that up, make people think, okay, right, that video wasn't worded the way in which you have taken it. So yeah, I hope that kind of clears things up, and I will speak to you for my next video.